Well, now that we've got your attention, let the games begin! Cartridges assembling. Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. Uh-oh. I don't understand. Every day it seems to be the same problem. Ugh, revolting slob.
You know, we can learn a thing or two from even the most peculiar people. Even the revolting slob, who I believe is getting ready for the big talent show. I wonder what talent he'll be performing. My, all those animals. That's quite a zoo. So, viewers, with so many to choose from, are the revolting slob's animal sounds A, diverse, B, divine, or C, divisive? The answer is A, diverse, which means numerous and varied.
And I sing?
Really? Please do. Oh, that's quite a splendid talent as well.
Dance too.
Goodness, so many talents, but which one will you do?
Don't know.
But I'm afraid to tell you, you must choose one.
Can't.
Oh, dear. With so many talents to choose from, is the revolting slob being A, incendiary, B, indecisive, or C, inquisitive? The correct answer is B, indecisive, which means unable to make a decision.
I don't idea. Do magic.
Perfect. Everyone loves magic. What will you do?
Pull rabbit from hat.
That's an extremely difficult trick. Can the revolting slob really?
Deborah! Presto.
Goodness, what a surprise. Well now, the revolting slob's attempt to pull a rabbit from his hat was A, bungled, B, burgled, or C, bundled. The correct answer is A, bungled, which means doing something clumsily or unsuccessfully. Let's review. My, the revolting slob can perform a diverse number of animal impressions. But his inability to select a single talent out of his many shows him to be indecisive. And his attempt to pull a rabbit out of his hat was bungled. And you might also be interested to know that incendiary may be something that blows up, say, like a bomb. No slobs were harmed in the filming of this show.
Sandwich loading. Check. Radio Scramble.
Radio KBOX.
Good whatever to all you snazzies and razzies. This is your not-so-humble host, Jumpin' Johnny Jumble, or as we say here,
Jumpin' Johnny Blam too.
That's because here at Scrambling Radio, we toss them around and you gotta put them back together. In other words, my name is really
Jumpin' Johnny Jumble.
and that's how it works. Solid hits and flimsy words. And you have to unscramble the letters we'll be blasting your way. Let's get this rocket off the pad and into your heart with the newest blockbuster from the disorganization, Luna Hig.
My friends and me played a prank on my teacher at school. I thought it was funny even though it was against the rules. But when she asked who it was, I just couldn't keep my cool. I couldn't stop Luna Hig, a Luna Hig. That grin was giving me away. Luna Hig, a Luna Hig. There was nothing that I had to say. I couldn't stop Luna Hig, and now I'm gonna have to pay.
Hysterical. Yucking it up with the disorganization and laughing. That was so easy, it wasn't funny. And now it's time for
Scramble Sports with Billy Bull.
Thanks, Johnny. Just hot off the sports wire, it's another record for Cram Crummage. In today's game, Cram Crummage hit 14 home runs. The really amazing part of the story is that Crummage only got up to bat 7 times. The umpire thought Crummage hit the ball so hard, he gave Cram 2 home runs for each one hit. That's 350 home runs this year for slugger Mark McGuire. That's it from the world of sports. Now back to
Jumpin' Johnny Jumble.
Thanks, Billy. Well, before we say nighty-night and put this baby to sleep, here's Rudy Kazootie with Dagenall.
An alien crashed his spaceship right down in my backyard. I tried to introduce myself, but it was way too hard. I didn't know his gag you now, and I guess he didn't know mine. 'Cause he turned bright green and covered me with slime.
What the heck did he say? Did you figure it out? That was Rudy Kazootie with Language. Did you get that one, baby? I knew that you could. And as this spaceship takes off and heads for another galaxy, this is Sayonara from
Jumpin' Johnny Meatballs.
That's Jumble. Dig it.
Professor Rocket. Do you know how I got my name? From my dad, fool. And because I can count down, blast off, then play Psycho Math. Okay, now for how Psycho Math works. I'll show you an equation, but instead of numbers, I will show you some pictures. Now listen up. You figure out what numbers the pictures stand for and solve the problem. Are you ready? Then let's do some Psycho Math. Okay, let's start with the number of stripes on the American flag. Then add it to the number of hands on Captain Hook. Then divide it by the number of peas in a pie. You know, like the saying. That reminds me, eat all your vegetables first. Then you get Psycho Math for dessert. Now, you got the answer? You take the 13 stripes of the American flag, add it to the one hand on Captain Hook, the other is a hook, get it? Divided by the 2 peas in a pie, and the answer is 7. You heard me, 7. That number is a slice of heaven. Now, get ready for the next one. The number of signs of the zodiac, plus the number of quarts in a gallon. You with me so far? Then take away the number of sides on an octagon. All right, now, what does it equal? We got 12 signs in the zodiac, plus 4 quarts in a gallon, minus 8 sides of an octagon, giving us 8. You heard me right, I said 8. Some say you're crazy, but I think you're great. Okay, here's the final one. The number of degrees in a circle. Here's a hint. It's a nice round number. Then subtract the number of seconds in a minute, minus the number of dollars you get for passing go in the Monopoly game. You got the answer? Well then, let's go. There are 360 degrees in a circle, minus 60 seconds in a minute, minus $200 equals 100. That's right, 100. Yeah, you are one beautiful number. Okay, I've got to quit, because I'm all out of psycho math. These numbers don't grow on trees, children. Oh, but wouldn't it be a beautiful world if they did? Yes, it would. Until that time comes, Professor Rocket's out.
Who's got the next game? Word. Greetings. Game time. Captain Bones.
Ahoy, matey. Shiver me timbers. Yo ho ho. Look alive, ye lollygaggers. I'm the incredibly dead Captain Bones. I've been sailing the 7 seas for an eternity, and I'll tell ya, I'm a bored stiff. The only thing that saves me from going stark raving mad is making up math puzzles using nothing but me own bones. Now watch closely, and just do as I say, or I'll surprise the life out of ye. Just watch me bones. Let me show you what I mean. That's right, a little addition. Can you handle it, you stroller-sitting, pacifier-sucking mathematical babies? Now you know that 1 and 1 don't add up to 3. But can you fix her up so she makes sense just by moving one of me bones? There you have it. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Weren't nothing to it. Here it is again, 'cause you probably missed it the first time. Got the idea now? You skipped my loo singing girly girls. Here's one for you to puzzle out without me help. First, let me shuffle up me bones. If you think 9 plus 4 equals 5, then you've got seaweed for brains, and there's nothing to be done for you. But to fix me bones, you're to move only one of them, just like I showed you not a moment ago. Now get to work, or it's the lash for you to be sure. 16 men on a dead man's chest. Ouch, that would hurt. All right, you're in need of a clue, aren't you? Me bone you're to move has a long ways to go. 2 numbers change. In fact, they change into each other. That means 2 numbers are the same, but for 1 bone. Do you see which 2? All right. Let me put myself out of me misery. Arr! The answer is 5 plus 4 equals 9. As if you had the first idea, you whining, simpering, oh, I need more time, pleading snivelers. Here it is again, 'cause you probably missed it the first time. Now, be gone with ye. To waste any more of me time on ye would be the death of me. And don't think I don't know what I'm talking about in that department. Arr!
Come on, you buckets of bolts! What are you gonna give to me? Get the lid out! It's the last thing I do! Get me out of here, you bumbling bitch! What the? There you are! Wow! Hey, you know what? Here, take this. Bye! Think! Tank!
Ahoy, me land jamming friends! This here's Captain Bob with a different kind of cool running. I can't get back to my beautiful home in Jamaica cause I'm stuck in this tank. No worries, man. I got me Rasta sub and me dreads swinging to the music. Look at this.
Can you help Captain Bob? He's jamming in his soul.
Okay, here's the deal. Now I'm gonna show you 3 things. And you got to tell me what they all got in common. But you got to do it before the water runs out of my tank. Let's go, gang. We got to get jamming.
Use your eyes, use your brain before his crews go down the drain.
Like I said, we got 3 things. We got a football, a congressional bill, and a test. What do they all have in common? Quick, the level be dropping. A football, a congressional bill, and a test. What do they all have in common, man? Do you see it now? They're all things that you pass. You pass the football. The congressmen be trying to pass bills. And if you be working hard, you be passing your test. Now this is fun. Next clue.
Before old Bob hits the bottom, find what these 3 got in common.
What's this now? We got a golf ball, a car, and a nail. Can you figure out what ties them all together? Think hard. The water's already running away. Come on, people. You got a golf ball, a car, and a nail. Hurry! That drain big luggin'. Time's up, man. They're all things that you drive. Tiger Woods be driving the golf ball. You drive your car. And construction workers be driving a lot of nails into the buildings, man. Ain't that cool? Well, that's it for today. Join me in me take next time for another round.
We have Captain Bob. Now he's jamming in his song.
Who's got the next game? Right. Okay, right there. Hold it. Poop or scoop?
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm talking here. That's better. All right, it's time once again to play Poop or Scoop. Can you tell the straight scoop true from the animal poop false? Test your knowledge of the animal kingdom by separating fact from fiction. Let's start with this big guy right here. Poop or scoop, elephants really are afraid of mice. What do you think? If you think it's a big fat lie, say poop. But if you think it's true, call it the straight scoop. And the answer is pure poop. Elephants aren't any more afraid of mice than you or I. Of course, if the mouse were carrying an elephant gun, things might be different. Now, let's try one that's twice as hard. This wormy fella's called a planarian. Poop or scoop. When you cut one in half, each half grows back into a whole one. What do you think? If you think this guy's a real cut-up, vote scoop. But if you think 1 and 1 don't make 2, vote poop. It's the straight scoop. That's right. Planaria can actually regrow missing parts. So whenever one gets split in two, each half grows back into a whole. Now that's what I call long division. Moving right along, poop or scoop, male seahorses give birth to baby seahorses. Go ahead and laugh, but what do you think? Can a male seahorse really give birth? If yes, go for a scoop. If no, pile on the poop. The answer is scoop. Female seahorses lay eggs, but then they give them to the males for safekeeping. The male keeps the eggs in a pouch for 2 to 6 weeks before giving birth to as many as 200 little ones. Okay, kids, poop or scoop. Gila monsters have sharp fangs like snakes to deliver their poisonous venom. What's the verdict? If you think Gila monsters have sharp fangs, vote scoop. But if you think that story really bites, go for poop. The answer is poop. Gila monsters are highly poisonous, but they don't have any fangs. That means that after they bite their victim, they have to hang on for several minutes while their venom slowly drools into the bite. While they are still trouble, they're less dangerous to humans than snakes. Well, kids, that's all we got for you today. If you got only 1 right, you're a party pooper. 2, and you're a pooper scooper. 3 makes you a super pooper scooper. If you got all 4 questions, you're what else? A super duper pooper scooper. I'm telling you, you can't get this kind of entertainment just anywhere. So please, join us again next time for Poop or Scoop.
Next game up, Mugshots.
My name's Verity. I bust bad guys. You want to help? Come on in. We got 4 suspects pinned down. 3 of them are guilty. Listen to their stories and spot the mistakes. The ones that lie did the crime. Today, we're interviewing 4 members of the Baker Street gang. Seems 3 of them were selling fake watches to the tourists yesterday. Remember, only one of these guys is telling the truth. The other 3 are lying. Let's start with Stu Rumplitz, a.k.a. The Peeper.
You're blind, Verity. I was out whale watching yesterday. I saw a whole bunch of mother whales with their babies. The little ones are called pups, by the way.
Are baby whales known as pups? Next up, Jimmy Hudsucker, a.k.a. Jimmy the Geek.
I am utterly irreproachable, Detective Verity. In other words, I'm innocent. Yesterday, I was working on my toothpick scale model replica of Monticello. In other words, Thomas Jefferson's home.
In other words, you're a dweeb. But is Monticello really where Thomas Jefferson lived? Let's turn to Jean-Pierre La something or other, a.k.a. Frenchie.
This is some of your bad American humor, no? I am innocent of the charge. I was taking a lovely cruise along the Amazon River yesterday. That's the longest river in the world, don't you know?
No, I don't know. Is the Amazon really the longest river in the world? Let's finish up with Hassenpfeffer Flug. Her name's so ridiculous, she doesn't need a nickname.
You haven't been doing your homework, Verity. I am not guilty. Yesterday, I was studying the 7 wonders of the ancient world in history class. Too bad none of them are still standing.
That's funny. Her name, I mean. But are none of those ancient wonders of the world still around today? Well, just like I figured, each criminal all but confessed. Did you spot the mistakes?
Baby whales are called pups, by the way.
Even the peeper can see he's going to jail. Baby whales aren't called pups, they're called calves.
The Amazon River. That's the longest river in the world.
Frenchie's joining his friends up the river. The Amazon isn't the longest river in the world. The Nile is.
Did you know that none of the 7 wonders of the ancient world are still standing?
How about the pyramids of Egypt? They're still around. That's more than I can say for Flug, because she's going to jail.
Monticello. In other words, Thomas Jefferson's home.
Count on the brainiac to be right. Monticello really was Thomas Jefferson's home. You know, Jimmy's the kind of guy I could really fall for. In other words, if he tried to kiss me, I'd jump off a cliff.
Game quality under control. Real snake, ooh, ah! Real snake, ooh, ah!
In the dark and mysterious recesses of parts unknown, there resides the strange and riddle-wise creature known only as the Riddle Snake. His music is enchanting, and his riddles are perplexing. So look close and think even closer, 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 closer. The riddle is, what gets harder to catch the faster you run? What gets harder to catch the faster you run? What gets harder to catch the faster you run? And the answer is your breath. Here's another one. Why was the breath punished? Because it was bad. Oh, that was a stinky one. Bye-bye.
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
Planaria can actually regrow missing parts. So, whenever one gets split in two, each half grows back into a whole. Now that's what I call long division.
We got a football, a congressional bill, and a test. Do you see it now? They're all things that you pass. You pass the football. The congressmen be trying to pass bills.
And if you be working hard, you be passing your test.
Let's go. There are 360 degrees in a circle, minus 60 seconds in a minute, minus $200 equals 100. That's right, 100.
But his inability to select a single talent out of his many shows him to be indecisive, and his attempt to pull a rabbit out of his hat was bungled.
Well, that's it for now. See you next time.